Alrighty everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the couple of days of break that I took there for a little bit. I was not ready for the next stage of the Nuzlocke and also just had other stuff going on. Went on a hike on Saturday, got some blisters. Anyway, when we left off last time, we were here in Tapu Village, so we've managed to clear the Steel type trial. And then the other major thing that happened last time is that during the fight with Guzma, I managed to get one of our most important Pokemon killed. Yeah, so well, welcome to the stream, Lastborn. So yeah, the death of America was one of the main reasons that I had to kind of go out of my way to prep for this stream, because honestly, that messed with my plans a bit. Thank you for the hydrate. But I think I've got a decent plan for this upcoming trial. So, just as a bit of a reminder, hang on a sec. Hold up. Sorry, I'm trying to show y'all what I'm working on, but I set up a window capture instead of a display capture. So, here is the trial that we're going into next, the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon one. There are a few layers to this. Mimikyu has a pretty strong attacking moveset, with Ghost and Fairy Stabs being completely unresisted, and with Leech Life for coverage. Slash is kind of minor. It also starts with +1 in all stats. So already a pretty dang scary Pokemon. Luckily, with a high defense stat, I can somewhat rely on Rykard here to take the hits well. However, then she'll call her ally Bayonet. Also, it's impossible to one-shot Mimikyu because of her ability Disguise. So yeah, then, at the end of the first turn, she'll call her ally Bayonet, which has Will-O-Wisp to nerf my physical attack, and Curse to start putting me under pressure, because it can chunk away a lot of my health even if I have the defenses to stand up to Mimikyu. But the worst part, and the part that makes this really difficult, is the fact that Bayonet will probably eventually kill itself. See, every time it uses Curse, it cuts its HP by 50%, meaning after likely 2 curses, possibly 3, but more likely than not 2, since I plan to use 1 spread move in my moveset, it will drop, and that will bring in Jellicent. And Jellicent is a problem, because I have nothing that does decently into both Mimikyu and Jellicent. What this boils down to is that I am almost certainly going to have to sacrifice at least one Pokemon here, because I need to be able to get... When Jellicent comes out, I need to be able to get Rykard out of there, and to bring in something that can one-hit kill Jellicent. Which means I'll probably have to go through something that Mimikyu and Jellicent kill in order to get that Pokemon in. Now, in part, this is because none of the Pokemon that I have that can one-hit kill Jellicent do very well into Mimikyu. So let me show you who the Pokemon are that have a reasonable chance to deal with... that have a reasonable chance to deal with Jellicent. Nope. These three should all be able to kill Jellicent in one hit with a Z move. Out of these three, none of them will outspeed a +1 Mimikyu, and only Bach here is likely to be able to outspeed a Mimikyu at neutral speed if I have nerfed its speed, which I plan to. What's more, because Nefeli is female and the Jellicent is male, Nefeli here actually takes a 25% penalty to her damage against it, making her a less reliable matchup than our two grass types. It's also worth noting that Goldmask and Nefeli each have a type that we will not have access to for the rest of the run. Well, actually, no, that's not quite true. We do have another poison type. Nefeli has a type that we won't have access to for the rest of the run if she dies, which is mitigated slightly by the fact that she sucks. Out of the three, Goldmask is probably the one who has the best shot at not getting a one-shot by Jellicent, by Mimikyu and Jellicent, since he is neutral to... He's neutral to Leech Life and resists Play Rough. Meaning Mimikyu is more likely than not going to go for Shadow Claw. Still, those are the three that have a reasonable chance at getting the one-hit kill. I have also considered Horlu, simply because he can learn Thunder Punch, and has a normal typing which is good for pivoting. The other Pokemon that could potentially make it onto the team are Ordovis, again normal typing, good for pivoting, and Alexander being the only Pokemon that can switch in reasonably well against Jellicent and Mimikyu and not really be threatened by anything that they can do. But Alexander has pitiful offensive stats and just can't really do much in return, which is why out of the 6 supporting Pokemon to Rykard, Alexander is the one that I'm planning to leave behind. Yeah, when I really dug into the team building, I realized there's not much variation on what I would take. The only thing that's really all that worth considering here is swapping Melania for... swapping Horlu for Melania. Melania is vulnerable due to having Melemele is vulnerable due to having a ghost typing, but could, with enough speed drops on Mimikyu, potentially outspeed, and, well, it has good attack, a good offensive typing into it, and does have Destiny Bond for an emergency button if I need it. And in fact, I think I just convinced myself. I think Melemele is probably going to be more useful than Hoaraloo. The trouble is, I kind of need a Pokemon that I will be sacrificing. And that's a little bit of a tricky decision. But before we worry about any of that, let's actually go and catch our next encounter. And yeah, we will continue leading with Golden Mask. Yeah, see, Lastborn, you say that... Oh my gosh. See, this little guy right here is like half the reason I was considering an ice-only Nuzlocke at one point. Unfortunately, it's another one where it wasn't likely that I could get off the first island. Oh, Alolan Sandshrew is so adorable. You say it's more fun. I say that's hours of my time, and also the luck that got me through the Aquanid fight all down the train. Anyway, I need to manipulate time now. Yep, looks like that is a Monday that we need. Yep, all right. I did not mean to go to Poképel. You know what? It'll be faster if I just reload the save. It'll take so long to get through the Poképelago tutorial. So I just want to see if I can rescan this Pokemon. Because I know I scanned Goodra before. Okay, so you can scan Pokemon again, just not Pokemon that you've already done in that camera cycle. That'll save me time making new screenshots. Jeez. I had a lot of these off center. Another reason that I'd really like to not lose the run to this Mimikyu is that, funnily enough, I think there's only been one challenge run on this entire channel one Nuzlocke run on this entire channel that I've done first try, and I would just very much like to increase that number. Look at him. Shieldon may not be good at anything, but it is a cute little Pokemon. Oh my gosh, no wonder that one didn't work. Also, I just realized I'm leading a Pokemon that will have a really terrible matchup here, because this thing is packing a strong Ice-type move. I'm going to swap out for another Pokemon. There we go. Alexander should have no trouble catching this thing. Hey, it's a Swinub. I love this little guy. He's a little dude. Yes. Alright. Well, that saved us time. I can't believe I didn't think of a name for you. And of course you're female, because that's literally everyone that I'm getting in this run. Just absolutely everyone. You know what? I have no idea if Borealis is male or female, so I'm going to name you Borealis. You're the only ice type we're getting, after all. You have a minus speed nature, don't you? Plus speed. Okay, that's actually decent for once. I can't remember which ability is better, but hey. I think Oblivious got extra uses in this generation. And both possible. The encounters from both games here are Swinub, so we don't have to worry about getting a second encounter. I actually wonder now. Hang on. Oh wait, I remember what I was saving Fia for. Okay. Really? I'm just going to mute Extra Life so that it doesn't decide to randomly play ads with noise even though they should be muted. There is Route 15, but I'm pretty sure we can't actually make any progress here, and I don't think we have an encounter here. Let me double check. Yeah, no. Next encounter isn't until Route 16. And then Ula Ula Meadow. And honestly, none of those are likely to be very useful. So let's just beat up a child real quick. Why is this little fellow still gnawing on me? So apparently we actually had to come here. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure we have a battle right outside this place that I completely forgot about, so, I'm going to take a second and check what it is. It might be after the trial, to be fair. Okay, looks like it's Plumeria. It's not a great matchup for anything that we're currently carrying. I mean, the Drowsy's nothing to worry about. Okay, that should hopefully be good enough. There's one more thing I can think of that could help. Okay, so there's also a chance that I just have to beat this guy. Not that I have to beat all of them. Anyway, Gigavolt Havoc. There's a small part of me that's surprised that got the kill. Alright. Okay, so it was only the one battle there, so I may not have needed to prep as much as I did, but while I'm thinking about it, I just want to check what EVs I want to invest in real quick. Okay, so Nephelia's already invested. I might crank up the defense EVs just to be on the safe side. Bach is already invested in speed. I should buff special attack as well. Gold Mask is already invested. I should pour some EVs into Melania's defenses. Ordovis is completely uninvested. And I should pour some more EVs into Rykard's defenses. And while I'm thinking about it, let's mess with the items as well. Oh, right, that's why I pulled that open. Leftovers is already where I want it. I should double check what the trial Pokemon are, because there are also some random Pokemon that I have to fight on the way through. Oh. You know, I'm thinking of changing up my strategy a little bit. I think we might swap Horaloo in place of Bach. Specifically for the trial Pokemon, because they, in most cases, just straight up can't damage it. And as sad as it is, Horaloo is probably the best option for the sacrifice Pokemon. Okay, we're going to back up and grab a couple of things. Hang on. Did I never refill my battle points? I thought I had. Crap, there are a few things that I apparently never saved, I guess. Oh well. Rykard. Let's go ahead and have you learn Iron Head in place of Euroball. Thunder Punch will go to Horaloo, in case it's necessary. Chip Away has the same base power as Slash. You know, normally I would go for Slash, but there are a lot of Pokemon with just random boosts in this game. Ordovis, we'll go ahead and probably... Yeah, we'll teach you Tailwind. I really thought Melemele would be able to learn Pain Split. Okay, I think those are the moves that we need. You know what? I'll actually replace Thunder Punch. Shadow Claw should do as much in pretty much all situations. Also, I forgot to have Melemele learn Iron Head. Sure that I don't want any others. I don't think anything that I'm bringing can learn Icy Wind. Horaloo can, but that doesn't really help me in any way. And I think those are all the moves that I needed. We'll drop Agility for Roost because I think that'll be more useful given I'm using Ordovis as a defensive Pokemon. And now, for the crux of the set. Rykard, it is time for you to learn to rest and to talk in your sleep. This is my overall plan to avoid Rykard getting worn down. Because unfortunately, with my opponent knowing Will-O-Wisp and Curse, Leftover's recovery isn't going to be able to keep up. But with Rest and Sleep Talk, I can have Rykard... With Rest and Sleep Talk, I can keep Rykard healthy in tandem with Leftovers and still fire off Iron Head and Bulldoze when possible. I'll have less control. I should double check how Rest works in this generation. It varies a little bit. Rest. Sleep 3 turns, counting the turn when rest is used. Gotcha. So yeah, that's my plan. Keep Rykard healthy with Rest and Sleep Talk. And when I need to, I will switch out to one of my other Pokemon to clear Curse from Bayonet. And obviously I'm going to level up the team when we get over there, but not going to do it quite yet, other than Horaloo, who I should actually give some EVs to as well. Oh, didn't mean to exit that. I also need to use some rare candies. I don't have return, do I? No, I think return might actually be post-game. Alright, let's look through the team's moveset. I know that we've already got Horaloo where we want it. The only move that it's going to wind up using, if it uses anything, is Shadow Claw. And it has Vital Spirit, which is part of the reason that it's so good into the trial Pokemon. Spark, Thunder Wave, Eerie Impulse, and Bite. Yep, that makes sense on Nefeli, along with Electrium Z. So she can hopefully deal with the Jellicent. Gracium Z and Leaf Storm on Gold Mask. The other moves are kinda just filler, but might come into play, potentially. Iron Head, Shadow Sneak, and Destiny Bond on Melania. Tailwind, Feather Dance, and Roost on Ordovis. Bulldoze and Iron Head on Rykard. I have maxed out Rykard's attack. Well, I have buffed Rykard's attack, haven't I? I have not. Okay, we're gonna take this nice and slow, because there are a couple of trainers. Can I actually just, like, slip past? Okay, got a Destiny Knot. Nice. I did not mean to walk into a battle. I'm an idiot. See, this is not what I meant by taking it nice and slow. Oh my. Okay, I should be able to deal with this, though. Thank you for the hydrate, and the posture, and the posture. Sorry I took so long to notice the hydrate. How? Okay, what does his haunch crow carry? Night/Aerial Ace and Steel Wing. Rykard should be able to deal with that. But Nepheli should... Okay, it's Super Luck, right? Of course. We might just straight up wipe to this thing. Fun. Well, that's... We probably just lost the run right there. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. We probably just lost the entire run. Like... crap. I really don't know why you're hee-heeing Lastborn, because, like, we're probably going to die to the Mimikyu fight now. It's almost certain. Did the other ones survive? I don't even remember. Yes, they did. Okay, so we only lost those two, but... Well, now we no longer have a way of nerfing Mimikyu's attack. And we no longer have an electric type for the rest of the run. Yeah, we're actually probably just screwed at this point. Check something. Play Rough is the only fairy move Azumarill gets, which means Even with a lower attack stat, I should focus on physical attack. To check if there are any other useful TMs that I can teach anyone that'll actually help here. Like Azumarill has Hidden Power Ghost, so why not? I didn't even have a reason to go for that then, which is the really stupid thing. Like, I knew that TM was Shadow Ball. It's just for some reason I had convinced myself that there wasn't a trainer in the way without ever checking. Fine, whatever, let's just do this. Conveyor belt started moving all by itself. Alright, let's see. Okay. Next is the Haunter. Shopping cart started moving. So this thing has Sucker Punch, meaning it is capable of damaging me, but I'm capable of damaging it more. Also, I have Vital Spirit, so I'm not afraid of being put to sleep by hypnosis. You know what? I actually have to take care of something in the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. It was 35, right? Yep. Alright, last check. Also, I'm going to be a little bit careful here. We're going to lead Rykard. And then switch into the... See, I don't know how the events work right here. I don't know if I'll be forced straight into the next battle. I don't think I will. But on the off chance, I want Rykard in front for the Mimikyu battle, and I can just switch into Horaloo. Oh, well, there it goes. There we go. So, sorry, I just want to do one last check because I'm stressed. Hang on. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, yeah, I am going to tack a coverage move onto Bach. Never mind. It doesn't look like Bach is compatible with any useful coverage moves here. Alright, never mind that. We're sticking with the current moveset. Not done yet. So I have to take a photo, and then the illusion vanishes, and I will be immediately sent into the room. Or no, I'm not immediately sent into the room, but as soon as I go in the room, Pokefinder will activate. First order of business, bulldoze. Of course, I got crit. Okay, so that tiny bit of chip damage, if nothing else, guarantees that I won't have to deal with it with Bayonet cursing 3 times if it happens to have an odd HP stat. And there's the crit. And there's the curse. Really? I would get it if it was critting frequently with Shadow Claw, because that move has a high crit rate, but did you really have to crit with Play Rough too? That's kind of worst case scenario, because now I'm going to end with so little HP that I probably won't even be able to switch back in on Play Rough. Okay, Horaloo, it's been great working with you. You are going to have to die now. Rest in peace, Horaloo, you did your job. Gold Mask, you're on. Z Leaf Storm into Jellicent. I think we're out of the woods. I don't think... Assuming this one-shots, which it should, then I don't think there's any way Mimikyu wipes us, but we might lose another Pokemon or two. Alright, I'm going to go into Melania. Should be able to take a couple of hits. And should avoid getting hit by Leech Life, which is the biggest worry right now. You know, it would be just really nice if either of my decent stab moves were fully accurate. Okay, we got out of there with only one death. And that was the plan. Jeez. Ghostium Z. Yeah, so here she claims that there's not even a room in the back of the shop. Oh, and if you saw in the background, the Mimikyu was right over there. Oh, oops, Hang on. Alright, that brings our death toll up to 8 so far. If nothing else, that finally puts us past the point where we can now fully evolve all of the various starter Pokemon that we've gotten. Also, I need to check what the new level cap is. Oh, apparently it forgot that I wanted it to cycle through. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. And I already forgot to check the new level cap. Okay, so it looks like the new level cap is 39. Which means most of our Pokemon can actually evolve now if they're not Grail, because I'm not even sure Grail will evolve during this run. But a couple of them don't evolve until like level 38. All of our starters evolve by level 36, so we'll be able to fully evolve all of them. So it looks like we're going to have to fight a Team Skull admin. And actually, that Salazzle looks difficult. So it has Dragon, Fire, and Poison coverage. If it was just Dragon and Fire, Alexander could easily do it. If it was just Fire and Poison, I think Ronnie could easily do it. You know what? We're going to take care of something that I probably should have done a while ago. Which means it's time to fly somewhere. Back to Akala Island. Route 5. Well, I should fly to the northern. I should fly to Route 8, actually. And let's bring in some of our underused Pokemon. I'm keeping Melemele around because she easily deals with one of the dangers in this area. I'm not even really thinking too much about this. We're pretty over-leveled for being in this area. Borealis can evolve immediately, but then won't be able to evolve again until the end of the run. So that's fun. Yeah, let's just get everyone up to 34. Make sure I've beaten all of these trainers. Okay, drop down the ledge. Am I already at the point where I can fight the trial guide? Okay, we got... Wait, I thought I got the TM for... I thought I got the Psychic Z Crystal for that. Okay, apparently I don't get it until I go into Haina Desert. Well, that changes the plan a little bit. Alright, new plan. I am just going to level up a Pokemon that should have very little trouble dealing with that. Dealing with the Salazzle that we're about to face. We'll keep selling around. Rykard is invaluable as ever thanks to his steel typing. But you know what? Before I do anything else, I am just going to get all of our various starter Pokemon up to level 36. Also, I'll get selling up a couple of levels, but... I mean, I could have you learn Blaze Kick, but honestly, Fire Punch is so much more reliable for pretty similar damage. But I'm not going to. And I'll probably skip Wing Attack for Charizard, since I can always teach it Aerial Ace. At the very least, we once again have a Flying type, which is useful. Even if Charizard is weak to the most common Ground type coverage, being Rock. Oh, I didn't mean to put Enya on the team. I think I meant to put something else. You know what? I will bring Electo onto the team and just crank her up to level 38 where she finally evolves. Oh no, it's not until 41. Of course. Because that's a perfectly reasonable level for this thing to gain its first evolution. Axew can evolve at level 38 for crying out loud. Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay, Clink can evolve at level 38. Finally giving us a second usable steel type again. Spheal won't fully evolve until 44, but at least it's evolved once. Gothita evolves at level 32, but right now we don't really have a reason to use it. There's really no good reason to use Gothita until it can fully evolve, sadly, just because it kinda sucks, and is pretty thoroughly outclassed by Gardevoir in casual gameplay. Okay. Yeah, flying types are cool. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Bach wants to learn Dual Chop, but there's really no point, given that pitiful attack stat. Okay, at least Axew can learn Dragon Dance. Like I said, I'm going to take a couple of these that evolve a little bit later, but are still stuck in their first form, and crank them up. Well, that's our second Pokemon that we caught in the entire run, finally evolving for the first time. I kinda hate Gen 5 Pokemon. I need to check something real quick. So Litwick evolves for the first time at level 41. When can we get the Dusk Stone to fully evolve him? Mali City. Pony Wilds. Hang on. Thank you for the solidarity, Lastborn. So apparently there is one there. After Nanu's Grand Trial. Okay, I can work with that. Also, I have a feeling when I go into Nanu's Grand Trial, something in my brain is just telling me that I have to do a rival fight against Hop, like, immediately afterwards. You. Oh, and let's mess with items real quick. I realize there's been a lot of sitting around here, but it was a pretty big blow to... It was a pretty big blow having to deal with losing 2 Pokemon to just that one random idiot. Alright, let's change up some stuff. Let's put Euro Ball back on Rykard. As well as, I'm thinking, Rock Tomb. Come to think of it, hang on. I can actually get a decent water type move onto my Swampert now. Oh, I already put it on Hugh? Okay then, never mind. So what is Hugh actually carrying in terms of moves? Bulldoze, Ice Punch, Aqua Tail. I should probably put something on there other than Rest. Rest isn't all that useful right now. How can Swampert not learn Sandstorm? What the crap? I think Brick Break is about the best I'm going to be able to put on Hugh for now. There they are. So what's crazy is that she is actually like a couple of levels over the level cap of the previous trial, which is kind of wild when you think about it. But luckily, her Golbat only knows Wing Attack and Poison Fang. Okay, she's switching her Salazzle in. If I had known she was going to do that, I could have just finished it off with a Bulldoze. Oh well, she's gonna go for a Fire move. Should tank that pretty easily. Yeah, even a crit wouldn't have killed. She is more or less the poison type specialist in this game. And now we go back to Rykard. Okay, so we have to deal with some plot stuff. Alright, let's see what we're gonna have to deal with going through Route 15. So first thing, we're going to have to get past that ace trainer that's blocking a choke point. Sandshrew and Marowak. Shadowbone, Bone Meringue, and Thrash. I think our best bet is just going to be to kill it quickly. Which will probably mean water type. Special attacking if we have one. I don't know if we do. Oh, we do. I wonder, can I use this as an excuse? You know what? Why not? Oh, wait. One more thing. Alright, y'all get to see a bit of a fun little trick moveset here. It's gimmicky in... It would be gimmicky in competitive play, but if we give Ronnie a scope lens and set up with focus energy, we can actually guarantee a critical hit, and with Ronnie's sniper ability, that's pretty dangerous. Wait, I was looking at the wrong game. Of course I was. Does this thing have dragon coverage? It does. Okay, well, that kills that idea. One of these days, I'm going to learn to look at the correct game. Oh, look at that. A Mantine after we've already lost all of our electric types. Hooray. It's okay. With all of these swimmers, I'm guessing we can avoid them. With that said, let's have a team that's very prepared to deal with all of the water types we're likely to come across here. Okay, let's see. Water flying, water poison, water ghost, water psychic. Water poison is probably going to be a bit annoying. Those types have pretty dang good coverage. I think just sending in a water type that can learn a poison move is probably my best bet. Water Ghost and Water Psychic are a bit trickier. This guy gives us Sharpedo. Sharpedo is a good bit faster than other things that than Lapras, basically. I don't know why I was going to try and put things more broadly. It's faster than Lapras. The Surfer is packing what? Mantine. Okay, I am leading the correct Pokemon for this, and I do want to get past. And there's a reason I went ahead and taught this guy Thunder Punch. Oh, sweet. Acrobatics. That's actually very good in this game, because you can use it with Flynium Z, and then it gets boosted because you no longer have an item. It's a very nice pairing. I should actually check if there are any items that I should be trying to find in this route as well. Sorry that I keep tabbing out to check my own stuff. Okay, so only acrobatics. Okay, we're through that route. And on to Route 16. So we do get access to new Island Scan Pokemon here, and there are some battles here. Oh, heck. Okay, this little girl has a Mimikyu, I believe. Luckily, it doesn't have nearly the moveset of the last one we encountered. What does it have? I actually can't remember. I just know that it wasn't impressive. Feint attack, slash, and that's it for damaging moves. Yes, I am just going to go full force into a little girl's Pokemon with a Z move. Because we get X-Scissor for it. Yeah, just absolutely slaughter it. What does the scientist have? Because I might want to just deal with him so that I can freely take care of this. That is no trouble. Now, the Muck is slightly dangerous since it can use Minimize. I am kind of just going to hope for the best since it can't do much damage to me. And I got lucky. Nice. Alright, first Pokemon we're going to get here will be the Pokemon that we use for magical transformation into a Pokemon from another game. Of course it was a Pelipper, because why wouldn't it be? We'll use a Quick Ball. And we got it on the first one. Nice. Okay, this one's male, and given what it's going to turn into, what should we call you? That might make the most sense, to be honest. Ooh, except that's pretty dang good, actually. Hang on. Ooh, but I'm going to name you after a different NPC of the same race. You get to be... Actually, you know what? I'd rather name you Padilla. Okay, we got Padilla. And now we save and manipulate the flow of time. One sec. Sorry, we've hit the end of the screenshots that I already had saved up, which means that I had to go and grab the ones that I've been slowly deleting from the file in order to keep track. Always start with a quick ball. Just literally always. Okay, and that's our second encounter from this area. Prinplup. It'll probably be Godric, I think. Yeah, you can be Godric. Okay, let's chill out on this screen for a minute while I fiddle with things externally. So you need to be level 33 with Nightshade. And for once, we actually got the better ability here. We got Magic Guard, which is significantly better than Overcoat by a pretty good margin. Funnily enough, Duosion was a legal encounter for it was technically a legal encounter for the height lock, but in that run I wasn't using Island Scan. I was a bit on the fence about it, and I didn't want to have to figure out how to use it as well. So naturally now I've come back to the game planning to use it for... Oh, hang on. Planning to use Island Scan exclusively for my encounters. Makes perfect sense, right? After this stream, I'm going to need to do some digging and figure out which new berries we've unlocked. Also, Ula Meadow is another location where we have island scan Pokemon. For a second there, I thought that I hadn't remembered to adjust the time. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. We have 2 island scan Pokemon. I don't know how to get down to the flowers. This guy shows up. Okay, first encounter. Oricorio. What will I name you? You're male. And that's you. Ooh. I know exactly who to name you. Welcome aboard, Dialos. And now we must once again manipulate time. Okay, good. You know what's funny is that now that I know that each different day I can rescan Pokemon that I had scanned before, I could have done this with 10 good images. of QR codes instead of the 200 QR codes of varying quality that I have. Oh well. I could have actually even done it with like the 5 QR codes that it shows on Bulbapedia that are worth double points. Yeah, I definitely did this the hard way. It's you. It's male. Guys, we finally got Muriel. Well, we actually have to catch you first. So, there's still a step here. Yes. We got Turtle Pope, the best dog. Okay, now give me a sec. We will stop manipulating time. And I will change the Oricorio we got into the correct Pokemon. Your moves. Leaf Storm, and what else? You're level 34, so... Ooh, you still know Toxic Spikes. Nice. Alright, let's go see all 4 of our pretty much brand new team members. So, we have added these four. We've added Dialos the Roselia, who comes with natural cure. That's actually pretty nice. I didn't notice that one. Oh, for once we might be getting decent abilities. No, we are, because the starters will have their standard abilities. They've only got one option. So Dialos comes with natural cure, and with Leaf Storm, which is pretty good. Obviously, we've got a bit of a surplus of grass types, but hey, I'll take it. We have Pidea here, who has a minus attack nature, which is kinda nuts. Plus speed doesn't really do anything for him since he's so slow. But you pair that minus attack nature and Magic Guard, which is its better ability by a good margin. This thing's actually pretty solid. And we have Godric, the Prinplup, and Muriel the Grottle. Ooh, Adamant Nature. I mean, it's about time that we actually got good luck with these things. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to evolve those two starters that we've just added. You want to learn Aqua Jet? I mean, it's better than Fury Attack. Want to learn Synthesis? It's better than Mega Drain. Do you learn Earthquake on Evolution? Yes, you do. Oh my. Oh, that's very nice. Those are both genuinely very good encounters as well. And now we can finally look ahead and I can find out what in the heck I'm going to be dealing with here. So, first of all, so we could technically try and fight Golfer Dean, but his Pokemon are pretty high level, so as always, we're going to avoid him until we can come back with higher level Pokemon of our own, or until we actually need the Flame Orb that he gives us. Also, he would require us to fight all of the opponents on the route. But I think we can just carefully walk through the route and no one will aggro onto us if we're intelligent about it. Gain access to Route 17, which doesn't really have anything but trainers and access to Po-Town. We're gonna want a lot of fighting and ground coverage, especially here. I mean, you know what would be just so nice? Is if we had a dark type that we could actually use. It's still driving me insane that our only dark type encounter so far in the run is a Pokemon that doesn't evolve for the first time until level 50. That's only compounded by the fact that dark types are pretty dang good into this game. We're actually going to catch 2 other dark types before that one ever evolves. We just have to make it to the next island. And like I've said a couple of times, I have no idea if we'll even if the level cap even goes high enough for Grail here to fully evolve. With that said, we want to be ready for dark types, poison types, and I think the occasional ghost type. Also, we need to keep a few Pokemon ready for the Grand Trial on this island, which is against a Dark-type trainer. Luckily, I'm a bit less worried about it than I have been about a lot of other stuff. Sableye isn't a threat. Krokorok, I think we can deal with pretty solidly. We have some fast grass types, and then Persian probably isn't a threat. Now that's an interesting one to wonder about. Yep, Grail's stuck in Neverland. You know the funny aspect of that? Grail in Elden Ring is like the biggest and oldest... the biggest dragon in the entire game and one of the oldest. Come to think of it, who will we wind up using against Persian? It has dark and rock coverage. Considering the dark coverage, we'd probably want to use one of our fighting types, since those are the only Pokemon we have that resist its coverage. But of course, both of our fighting types are also fire types, meaning they would wind up taking neutral damage from the rock move. Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward situation. But the rock move is less worrisome. With that in mind, we do need to be careful. Make sure that neither Shabriri nor Radagon over-level during this part. Which is especially important since we are using them. It's also worth noticing that we have that at the end of Po Town we're going to have to fight Guzma again, and he's already slaughtered one of our best Pokemon. We can avoid a lot of these trainers, but Guzma is required. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take... Po Town is gonna take a while. Especially if we're trying to be careful and intelligent about it. If nothing else, we have a better answer into Masquerain now in the form of Empoleon. We have something that resists both its stabs, is bulky, and can hit hard. Alternatively, I could just probably bring out a Steel type. Honestly, it's kind of nuts. Hang on. Is that really Guzma's level? Oh. Okay, I was completely wrong about the level cap because once again I was looking at the wrong game. The next level cap is 44. Okay, I was like, how is Guzma's level cap 41? That's literally higher than the Island Kahuna's. Okay. That changes things. That eases up the pressure on us for the current level cap. I think I'll just take these guys in for now. I'll probably wind up switching it up a few times in the process. But at the moment... At the moment, I think these guys should be fine. Ooh, TM. Nice. I didn't even know that was here. But I'll take it. I didn't actually think I'd be able to get in here. Hang on. Let's get some zoomies going here. In fact, let's just see what items are here, since apparently there are useful items here. Okay, apparently that was the only useful item here. Well, let's Neum back. Ah yes, just so many Meowth. Any items that I want to be aware of on this route? Eastern Cliffs leftmost path for a TM. Do I want this TM that badly right now? TM 80 is Rock Slide. That's actually pretty dang good against Guzma. Nice. Okay, so I didn't need to battle anyone for it. And I will almost certainly have to battle the ones at the gate. We might fight the ones at the gate and then just call the stream there. I feel like the Siege of Po Town might make for a decent way to start up the next one. Plus, I want to do some editing of the file. So, let's see. Route 17, who are the last trainers? Got a Poniard and a Scraggy that we should expect. I'm going to lead Selin into this, so I can easily switch an appropriate Pokemon into the Poniard, but I don't really want to have to switch Selin into anything. Interesting. Oh. You know what? That actually kind of works out. Draining Kiss on the Scraggy. Low Kick on the Poniard. Low Kick is unideal, I'll admit, but should still be enough for the one shot. It's unideal because the thing is not very heavy. Hi, Nanu. So we have to be ready to live as Team Skull or take on Team Skull. If you don't make it back, I'll be sure your remains at least get back home. This is coming from the literal police chief, by the way. He's not just the trial captain, he's the police chief. So yeah, part of the thing that we have to handle here is finding paths around all of the barricades they've got up. They've literally taken over a derelict town and set up their own society. But I think we're gonna call it there. We'll round off the stream by showing Desk Duck. You know what? I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna show the other Desk Duck. Look at him. He's left over from one of my programming classes in college. Hang on, let's see if I can get him to come into focus. Yeah, there's a bit of a classic thing among programmers that you keep a rubber duck on your desk so that you can talk to it and talk through what you're trying to code. It's actually a pretty solid... It's a useful strategy. Because sometimes to understand what you're trying to do, you kind of just have to say it out loud. It's tradition, Lastborn. It is traditionally a duck. And I don't know if it would work as well if it wasn't a duck. I haven't really done the testing, so, you know. Alright, we are going to leave it there, though. I think we'll save the sieging of Po Town for the next one. I'd kind of like to maybe look at a guide and see what's coming up and do a bit of planning. Figure out who we're going to need to keep especially safe for the Guzma fight. In the meantime, thanks everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate y'all. And I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye, 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 bye.